right, everybody, welcome to Friday. Yes, welcome to Blue Friday. We made it through the first week of 2021, and that's awesome. Why is it a Blue Friday? Blue Fridays, I've said this before, Blue Fridays are a Friday before a Seahawks game. So in the Seattle area and in Washington State, a lot of us celebrate on Friday before a Seahawks game by just dressing up and having a good time supporting our team. So you know what? If you're a Seahawks fan, put on your gear on Friday. We got a great game coming up tomorrow. It's the first round of the wild card playoff rounds. It's going to be an awesome game. All the games are going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, and I know a lot of you are, so it's going to be a good weekend. Okay, so nice job, everybody, getting through this first week of 2021. Everyone's been participating and having a good time in the Zooms and in the social media stuff that we do. So great job hanging in there and participating. Now, what have we not done in a little while? Because of the holidays, I've not been giving out as many movies on Fridays, yes. And we used to have the binge-worthy weekend marathon movie series. Movies? I'm not going to do that one today. It's so hard to say. But before I get to that, we do have some cool stuff for you today. As you've noticed, Zach has been back in the past on the show, and he's here again today. He's making quite a run of it, and I know he's got a lot more to come. Also got Gabrielle and Rocker Bob with a National Day, so stick around for that cool stuff. But first, let's take a deep dive, well, kind of deep dive, into the movie pick for this weekend. So my movie pick for this weekend is The Karate Kid, in honor of the Netflix series Cobra Kai, which the third season just came out. Karate Kid, you've probably seen it. Came out in 1984. This is a really good movie, good story, good characters. It is not, one of those movies that holds up to today in terms of look and feel and artistic stuff. It's an 80s movie, man. It is an 80s movie. It feels like an 80s movie. It feels like Stranger Things. It feels like a today movie trying to make a movie in 1984, make it look like 1984. It is 1984. The music, the clothes, the cars, oh my gosh. It is exactly like I remember it and sometimes wish I could forget. But it's a really, really good show. Fun show, great for family and kids and stuff. It's really well told. The acting in it is pretty darn good as well. It's got a couple of moments where you're like, but then really it's still a good show. Most movies have those moments anyway. So I recommend you go watch Karate Kid. Now, if you're already watching Cobra Kai, the series on Netflix, you probably don't have to go back. But if you watch Karate Kid and you haven't watched the Cobra Kai series and thought about it because you hear about it so much, man, you're going to really enjoy it, because my second pick for you is to start the series Cobra Kai on Netflix. Really, really good stuff. This is great storytelling. Such a great job tying in the original movie and story and characters, bringing them to life today, as if they had grown up this whole time. Where are they today? Really, really good the way they expanded on the characters, digging into their lives, weaving them back together and apart. It's really, really good stuff. So, if you got Netflix, great. Check out Cobra Kai if you haven't already. And Karate Kid is on Amazon Prime right now, so if you got Prime, you got it there. But then it's like $2.99 on most other streaming services. I think it's $3.99 on YouTube. But check that out. Really, really good stuff. You're going to enjoy it. And on a cold weekend, if you're not into watching the football, or when football's over, great stuff to watch. So check it out. All right, so now that's enough about me, enough about the movies and shows to watch this weekend. Everyone's probably gearing up for the football, good stuff, no matter whose team you're rooting for. It's going to be good. But before we can even get to that, before we can get to what we have left to do today, which is what, at 1 o'clock we have the Insta Live, Insta Trivia. Always awesome, always good, always a chance to get some points on the board and have a great time. Even if you only get one on the board, sometimes we don't even have that high of scores. I mean, sometimes it's like 10 people, 12 people on the board, and the winner is 3 points. But you never know what's going to happen, so show up, have some fun, great conversations and jokes going on. It is good stuff. 1 o'clock Instagram Live on the VCDI TCDI Instagram page. Good stuff. All right, moving right along. Let's now check out that duo of Rocker Bob. No. his name does not go first. Gabrielle and Rocker Bob. Gabrielle's got to go first. She does all the legwork on this. She does a very nice job on all of these, and very proud of the work she does on them. She picks some great ones. Like I said, yesterday she had many choices for yesterday's, what was yesterday? I think it was like 10 Pure or something like that. Many choices, but it was a good one, always fun. And then Rocker Bob just kind of throws in a little entertainment to go with it, spice it up a little bit. Anyway, let's check out those two right now.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Oh, the first week of January. Gone. Friday, January 8th. Here we go. And the national day is, let's see if I can get this one out, Winter Dry Skin Relief Day. Ooh, mouthful. But what it really is telling you is, when the weathers change and seasons change and temperatures go up and down, the winter's probably the hardest on our skin. And there's nothing like getting in the shower, turning it and cranking it up to hot and just standing in there. Oh, yes, it feels so good. But it's so bad for our skin. The hot water is just not good. You should be taking a shower in what they say lukewarm. Yeah, I need a little tinge more than that, but if you have a too hot a shower, it's going to dry out your skin. And that's what makes it itch and be irritated, because it's taking all the oils out of your skin. So try not to take such a hot shower. I know it's hard. Or a hot, long bath. It's just not good for our skin. Try to wear things that are made out of cottons and flannels and not itchy things to irritate our skin anymore. And when you get out of the shower, don't rub it down really hard, and then you're taking all of your top oils off as well. Don't rub hard in the shower. Just nice and soft, get yourself clean, and then just pat yourself dry. Don't do the, taking your skin off kind. And then put some lotion on. So take care of your skin so it can take care of you, because it is important. So everybody have a great day today. And remember, take care of your skin on National Dry Skin Relief Day.
Oh yeah, the winter skin, man. Boy, it's tough that time of year. Bob's skin gets so cool, scratchy and flaky, and Carmen say, hey Bob, you know what you do, bro? You get washcloth. Wash your face with the washcloth. And then here's some cream. Then here's some lotion. And then wash your face all the time. Good healthy habit, he say. The Carl man. Smart dude. And he loves the songs. This is the, Winter Skincare Day song. It's a long title. Winter skincare, winter skincare, winter skincare, skincare day, skincare day, winter skincare, winter skincare, winter skincare, skincare day, skincare day, skincare day. Yeah, though I think I forgot to actually put the lotion on, and then foundation, and it's creamy. Whoa. And I still got to do my TikToky. Alright. Bob out.
Alright, as usual. Good job, Gabrielle and Rocker Bob. Maybe we need to mix up the music just a little bit. I know you're trying to do variations of the same thing. Maybe we could try something else. I don't know. I'm just saying. Stretch a little bit. See how you do. Okay, now let's go back in the past with our good buddy Zach, the man with the master plan. Zach.
Hey everybody, this is Zach. We are gonna be looking at it's Friday morning. It's Friday. The weekend has arrived. Woohoo! Yeah. But first, we have the football playoffs coming up this weekend, and I thought I would do a little football history. So let's go back in the past with Zach. It was 2005, and the 8-8 St. Louis Rams had just worked their way into the playoffs to play the wild card game at home against these 9-7 Matt Hasselbeck ran Seattle Seahawks. So, during this game, it was a really solid football game, let me tell you. I mean, Matt Hasselbeck put up great numbers. Gerald Jackson, the wide receiver, had a couple TDs. Mark Bulger, the Rams quarterback, went off. Marshall Faulk, at the time, was one of the better running backs in football. He was kind of on the downside. Torrey Holt, great receiver. Sean Alexander, a wonderful running back for the Seahawks. But with all that talent, and after a miserable game the year before in Lambeau, where Matt Hasselbeck completely, dropped the ball, well, the 8-8 Rams snuck out of Seattle with a win. So, I want you to know, the 8-8 Rams, January 8th, 2005, were first 8-8 team to win a playoff game. So, all you Seahawks fans out there, history can't repeat itself. Better watch out. Thanks for going back in the past with Zach.
Oh, sorry guys. I guess he's done. Sorry, I wasn't paying much attention. Sometimes his back in the past are kind of, I don't know. Anyway, I was just getting into this book. This really good book I'm reading. It's called It Takes What It Takes by Trevor Moawad. Really good book about gaining balance. It's a understanding that you always have a chance to lose, but equally you have a chance to win, right? So if you're on the roughly the same playing field and you're kind of out there, doing the right things, should be pretty equal and balanced. So you can't focus too much on the negative I'm kind of getting too deep in the weeds here. Anyway, but it's got a really interesting story, which is in 2014, there was a football game played, of course there was, that was the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks for an NFC championship. And the winner, obviously, when you win your division, you go on to the Super Bowl. So this was a really, really good game between two great teams. The Seahawks in 2014 coming off of a Super Bowl win, and the Green Bay Packers, of course, Aaron Rodgers, and that team that year was spectacular. So this was a great, great matchup. But for the Seahawks, this was a rough game. This was one of Russell Wilson's worst games. In fact, it's quoted as saying Russell played one of the worst 55 minutes of his young football career. That means there was only 5 minutes left in the game, and they were losing 19-7. So Green Bay 19, Seattle 7, 5 minutes left in the game. It's a tough one to pull off. Not that it doesn't happen, but it's not an easy one to pull off. And this game wasn't just brutal because it was two tough teams. Russell Wilson threw 3 picks. As of the 5-minute mark, he had thrown 3 interceptions in this game. And shortly after the 5-minute mark, he threw a 4th one. It was not looking good for the Seahawks. So inevitably, the Seahawks got the ball back with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. 4 minutes and 50 seconds, down 19-7. This is where the neutral thinking came in. Yeah, you're down 19-7. There's only 4 minutes left on the clock. Is it impossible to win? The answer is no. Are you a good team? The answer is yes. Do you have a chance? Of course you do. So which do I want to choose to focus on? Russell and the Seahawks chose to focus on there is a chance. And in a very short amount of time, Russell and the Seahawks were able to score twice, putting them in the lead by 2 points. Then, miraculously, and of course, because Aaron Rodgers doesn't walk away from a football field or a game either, he managed to lead an amazing drive, ended up in a field goal, but put them in a tie. Now, tie games, that's not a win yet. We still got to go into overtime, and we know what happens then. But the point here isn't that the Seahawks ultimately win. The point is that with little to no time left on the clock, you could just say, I'm tired. It's too tough. They're a good team. we're a good team, but they seem to be better. I've thrown 4 interceptions. My guys aren't catching stuff. There is a ton of things you could say are wrong. Or you could say there's a ton of things right. I'm on a great team. Those 4 interceptions, they're in the past. That's going to happen some days, but that doesn't mean my next throw is going to be an interception. It means my next throw could be a catch, and it could lead to a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened, leading the Seahawks to win that game. Now, of course, we all know that at the end of that game, they went on to the Super Bowl, which they notoriously lost at, but true football fans know that that was a well-played, well-fought game by both teams. It came down to an amazing, amazing play, and this is why we love football. So, what was Zach's back in the past about? Maybe it was because I was reading my book, but I don't remember. Anyway, you never know what's going to happen in football, and we got a great weekend full of football. So if you're a football fan, strap in. It's going to be great, a lot of fun, and like I said, you never know what's going to happen. So look forward to that. Now, I'm going to leave you for the rest of the day to enjoy the rest of your Zooms. Have a great day, everybody. And at 1 o'clock, we're going to have some outstanding Insta Live, Insta Trivia, where the goofiest stuff happens and sometimes Carl gets emotional. Hopefully that doesn't happen today, but we'll see what happens. But you got to show up to see. You got to show up to play. You don't have to play. You can just hang out and watch the craziness ensue, all the fun stuff, all the goofy guesses and goofy answers, and just have a good old time. It's at 1 o'clock Instagram Live on the BCDI TCDI Instagram page. All right, everybody, have a great, great first weekend of the new year, and we will see you next week.